What is up, nerds? I'm Tom.
I'm Wes.
And we're taking a look at Tiki Topple.
Tiki Topple.
Walking down the street.
So Tiki Topple is definitely on like the lighter end of the spectrum of games that we even like talk about on this channel. Mm-hmm. I would say it's definitely like playing it like, oh, this is kind of fun, but it's definitely like more of a kid's game than a like tactical strategy adult modern board game.
Sure, and I think a lot of Game Rights games do kind of toe that line. Mm-hmm. But first of all, we both have, I have 10 nieces and nephews. You, 2 of those are your kids, so kind of doesn't really count. But like in terms of being nieces and nephews, like if I said we had 10, it wouldn't make sense. Okay, but like so we are to a certain degree interested in kids games to play with the youngins when they come on by, and also some of the games that again toe that line are still pretty good, like Forbidden Desert, Forbidden Island, Quicks. So we're not opposed to it initially, but when I sat down to play this, I was kind of like, oh hot damn, there are some factors of randomness in here that could just like obliterate you immediately.
Yeah, so the basic premise of the game is there's 3 sections of this totem pole at first, like, clump, 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 and everyone gets dealt a card, and it tells you what totems you want to be at the top 3 spots of the pole at the end of the game, and you have one like section from each of the 3 clumps.
Yeah.
So like one of the ones from the very bottom, you want to be in the top 3. One of the ones from the center 3, you want to be in the top 3. And one of the ones in the top 3, you want to stay in the top 3. And then you have cards that give like specific commands that you get to like pick one little face in the totem pole and command it where to go, like move up 1 or move to the very bottom or remove the bottom totem from the pole. So you're very limited to what you can do based on the cards, because once you play that card, it's gone. So you have to do a lot of strategic, like, all right, what card am I going to play right now, and how's that going to affect, and do I want to save this one for later? Do I have to use it now to keep in the game?
And what's funny is because the hand of cards you have, it's identical for everybody, and it's pretty much exactly what you said. You have a move up 1, move up 2, move up 3, bring 1 to the bottom, and then 2, burn the bottoms. And those last 2 are the most like detrimental because the move up, there's the only reason why you would move up 1 that's not yours, right? If you move up 1 that's yours, I move the orange 1 up. Wesley can say, okay, I'm going to play, bring that orange 1 to the bottom. And then the next player can say, okay, I'm going to burn the bottom. Boom. Now it's gone for forever. I have 3 things I need to get on the top, and you just immediately eliminated 1. Or it's the very beginning of the game. I'm not going first. Player to my left is going first. Very first thing he does is, okay, I'm going to burn the bottom one.
I don't have any information. I don't really want to change anything. So just kill that bottom one.
Just random for fun. Oh, that was my 9. There's a 9-point, a 5-point, and a 2-point one. If you can get all 3 of them.
There's a big swing of points. Like going for like, the 3 and the 5, again, getting those 2 is not as good as just getting the 9. Mm-hmm. So if I burn Tom's 9, like the very first thing that happens, Tom's like, oh, well, instantly, I probably am not going to do well this round.
Yeah, and the fact that there's nothing you can do about it. Now, granted, it's random. And of the bottom 3, he's going to have 1 that's his as well, right? So, like, Wes is going to need to get one of those bottom 3 up to the top. But it could just so happen that it's not the bottom one, and it is the bottom one for me. Or, for the next 2 players, it's not the bottom one, or it's not the second bottom one, so burn, burn.
Or, like, I already burned, so, like, Aaron's sitting here, and I burned the bottom one that was Aaron's, and Aaron's like, oh, well, I'm going to burn the next one, because I know it's not mine, and I want to hurt someone else as bad as I just got hurt.
Mm-hmm. And you can gang up on someone, like that scenario I just said, where I was like, I'm going to move this one up to the top. I'm going to move it up 3, because moving it up 3 is pretty big, so that's probably mine. Because think about it, if I move up 1 that's above mine, all I'm doing is keeping mine pretty much the same, or moving it, moving mine down. Or if I move up 1 that's below mine, I'm most likely moving mine down. So unless I'm literally trying to play a mind game with another player, unless I'm trying to move one that's move one that's not mine to make them think it's mine, so they target that one and bring that one to the bottom, but I didn't care about that one being at the bottom. Outside of that reasoning, if I move it up, it's mine.
especially because you don't have that many cards. So that really, like, maybe one time in the game, if the original setup is really good, can you even afford to do that? Because there's not a lot of time for mind games because there's only so many cards and the rounds go really quick. And then the ganging up can be especially bad because we're all dealt out a card that tells you what you need where, and a lot of these cards like they're not identical, but they'll have a piece of them that's identical. So like Aaron and I's number 9 could be the same. So
even if they're not both the same position, they're both on your card.
Yeah, so we're both trying to get this one up, and neither of us care about that one that Tom cares about. So we're both like, well, yeah. Like, I moved it up, Aaron moved it up. I mean, it's like, all right, on this one, we're friends. Mm-hmm. And then, obviously, we're going to go after Tom's because, especially like in a 3-player game, if that happens, like, it's not even like we're being mean to him. It's just dumb not to. Like, you know, so it's not like, oh, like, in like a game like Werewolf.
Yeah.
You know, we just be like, hey, everyone, we all hate Tom. Everyone here hates Tom. Let's just kill him no matter what, just because that way he's not in the game. It's not like that. It's the game kind of pushes it on you.
And I'm used to being ganged up on in games. Don't get me wrong, okay? I am a jerk in games. But the problem is because it's like a strategic advantage to gang up on somebody. And also there's nothing you can do about it. The only thing I can do is hold my bring thing to the bottom card until I feel like it's really useful, right? But it could even be so, again, if they both have the same one that needs to go up to the top, if I play it to bring, it's in the top 3? Okay, well now it's on the bottom. Well, I'm going to play this to bring it up 3. Okay, I'm going to play this to bring it up 3 again. Great, what I just did is totally negated. Or even if you guys both have your 2s, like, it's not that hard for the 2 players who are focusing on it to counteract the 1 player who is trying to keep it away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I will say that I didn't really play in a game where I got like super ganged up on that. Like Tom did feel that. Yeah. So like I didn't have that negative an experience, but it is like it's a light, fun game. So, well, yes, you can have those crushing moments. I don't think they're going to happen every single game, and the games don't last that long. And again, I feel like it is geared more towards younger kids that aren't even going to feel like everyone's ganging up. Maybe that's exactly how
I know. I was like, what are you talking about? That's exactly what kids are going to. But by that same token, you know, it's just a quick game. It's just wacky and fun and silly, and it's random. So it's like, what happened? But who cares because the game's over. So yeah, it's not that bad. I just think, again, like even Gamewright has better games for this age group. Like I think the Forbidden series is better. I think Dragonwood is better. I even like Long Cow better. Like, I'm just saying, man. Like I don't know. But Aaron loved it.
So. Aaron got so into it. He was like writing theme songs like Tiki Topple, ooh, Tiki. Like I don't know what got into him, but he was just like all about this game.
Well, also his girlfriend liked it a lot, so that usually helps.
And I'll say like I don't think Tom has any desire to ever play this again, right?
No, and it's not even just because I had a bad experience. It's like even without those, if I was the one giving that bad experience to another player, I would be like, yeah, it feels really mean that I ended with 16 points and you ended with 0. That cannot be good for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would definitely play this game again. I don't know if I'd go out and buy it. You know, Gamewright did send it to us. But I thought I had fun playing it, and I definitely wouldn't shy away from it. It's not going to be my first choice, even from Gamewright, to play, but I did think it was fun, light, comical. Besides the cards, the component quality is great. These little like totem things are pretty solid. They're a lot of fun.
The only issue is the color. Like you have to go by the name instead of the color.
Yeah, like the colors on these is like nice, but the cards don't necessarily match this. So like this looks like the pink one, but it's actually the purple one, and this looks like this purple one, but it's actually the super dark purple one. So if you're colorblind, like you're all set.
All right. Well, hey, again, it's always hard to recommend that you purchase a game after we, don't absolutely love it. But hey, if you want to say, screw you, Tom, I want to try it out for myself.
Or if you have young kids at home and they think this looks great, if they're super into totem poles, if that's like their thing.
If they love totem poles like most kids usually do. Yeah. We will have a purchase link for this game in the description box down below. Go get yourself a copy.
Either way, you should definitely subscribe to our channel so you'll never be bored.
The frequency with which we do this has become our downfall.